This is the Retirement Key Podcast with Abe Abish, founder of Abish Financial Services.
A lot of firms out there say they will do tax planning, say they will do Social Security planning and RMD planning, and typically they just do investment management. They want your money.
You've worked hard your whole life to earn and save. Now you need a plan to make that money work hard for you.
Where do you stand today with your retirement accounts, with your insurance, with Social Security, RMDs, taxes, all of it? This is how we need to think. We need to think outside of the box on these matters.
Abe is here to help you unlock the keys to your retirement.
Abe, my friend, how are you today?
I am doing fantastic, Heather. How about you?
Finally getting into the fall season.
Oh, yeah.
The weather's turning up.
Love this time of year. That's what I really like about this area is a change of seasons.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful time of year. Football is in.
Yes.
Football's in. It's getting a little bit cooler. Hey, pumpkin spice lattes, if that's your thing, they're out there.
Wait a minute. There are two kinds of people in this world, the lovers and the haters. Where do you find yourself in the world of pumpkin spice?
If you can, I'm not paying $7 for a PSL, okay?
Same.
Yeah. I'm out on that. But hey, I'm not gonna hate on you Starbucks lovers and Dunkin' Donuts lovers. You know,
do you.
That's right.
You do you. You work hard, you save, you make your money, you want to be living your best pumpkin spice life this time of year. And we are here to support you in that cause. And I think that also thinking about just favorite things, we all have little treats, little indulgences we offer to ourselves, little rewards along the way. And then, I mean, gosh, isn't that the ultimate reward that all of us, all the work that you do, that goal to get to our retirement years, to finally be able to take a break, do the things that we've worked so hard to be able to just enjoy in our retirement years?
No better feeling than when clients tell us all the places that they're traveling to. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, things have opened up and people are traveling a lot right now. And
I'm here for it.
It's great to hear because this is what retirement's all about. Not about not taking money out. No, we would just work for 40 years to enjoy this. It doesn't matter if the stock markets are up or down. You need a plan, and you need an income generating plan to enjoy the last 40 years of your work, no matter what the markets are doing. So when we hear all these stories about our clients taking cruises and traveling to Europe, and they are traveling right now, let me tell you, it's exactly what we want to hear. When we've done that, we've set up a good plan. They can do whatever they want during the good times and bad.
And thinking about the climate that we are in right now, as of late, the economic climate, so many folks that are thinking about retiring soon or perhaps just have retired that don't have that plan in place. It's a very different conversation for those folks. It's nice to hear you talking about how your clients haven't been as affected by it because they had that proper plan in place. And for those of us that perhaps don't have that plan in place or are just dealing with different kinds of things, turning on the news is a stressful thing to do at the end of the day to see where we landed. And the major question I think really lingers around what we're seeing happening in the markets is, have we seen the bottom yet in this bear market? The unfortunate answer is maybe not. Fox Business host Charles Payne, he looked at bear markets dating all the way back to the Great Depression. So he took each one, then broke it down into thirds, and found that on most occasions, the worst part actually came in the last third, with losses averaging 34 to 44%, Abe. Point here being, we may not have found the bottom of this market yet. So how does that determine the conversations you have with your clients?
It's not fun having these conversations right now. I'll tell you, Heather, because we're taking such a defensive stance, because we need to be so conservative. Really, the name of the game right now is how can we limit the losses we're seeing, right? It's not about making money in returns, because it's pretty darn hard to do in a falling market. It's possible, but how, for the most part, can we limit these losses? And that article is saying that history teaches us that the worst part of the losses, that they do occur in the final third part of a bear market, which could mean that the worst is yet to come. If we've just started into a recession and the average recession is 18 months, this is just getting started, right?
Yep.
On the other hand, if we're in a recession because the first 2 quarters of 2022 were negative, which is the definition of a recession, 2 negative quarters in a row. I mean, they say we're in a transition. Okay, looks like a recession to me, smells like a recession to me. Okay, we're a third way through the recession. We're 6 months into an average of an 18-month recession. The average recession is negative 40%. We're about halfway there. We're pretty close to it. The S&P is down 18-ish. So look, we've got to be real with what's going on. We have to address reality. We have to put a plan together to mitigate losses, to mitigate risk, to mitigate taxes. And that's why people call into the show every single week, because the average person in Northern Virginia, in Maryland, in DC, that is close to retirement or already in retirement has saved enough, even with them being down negative 15 to negative 20% year to date.
Okay.
In other words, if someone had $1 million even on January 1st, they're probably down to about 850, maybe 800,000. And for a lot of people, that's enough money. 800,000, 1.2 million, 1.7 million, 2.2 million. Mm-hmm. It's typically enough because typically people in this area aren't spending tons of money every month on whatever it is. They're living pretty normal lifestyles. They're decently lean. They're doing what they want to do,
right,
but they're not going crazy. And so what we found is that they have saved enough and they're coming to us saying, wait a minute, I don't want this to get worse. Abe and the team, I'm retiring at the end of the year. I'm retiring mid-2023. Mm-hmm. I'm retiring in 5 years or less. I know I have enough, right? You do have enough. And that is so refreshing for people to hear that even after the losses that we've incurred so far this year, that they do have enough to actually retire successfully, that they are in control of their own destiny. They just need to take action and control what they can, because there's so much that we can't control. Well, we just had a couple call into the show who lives in Herndon, Virginia, and this is the classic case of someone who has done enough. They have $2 million saved. They're a 6 out of 10 in terms of our risk scale and their risk comfort, and they're retiring. They're pretty much fully retired, but the gentleman's working part-time for a few more years.
Okay.
The problem is they have no plan, no comprehensive plan for phase 2. That's the income and distribution phase of a retirement plan. All of their money was at a big box investment firm. The problem was that this family only got a call from their big box investment firm about once per year, including in this volatile, uncertain time and market situation. I mean, their advisor and the firm is simply not reaching out in a period of time when clients deserve to hear from their fiduciary retirement planner often.
Right.
That their fiduciary retirement planner is there for them, especially when the markets are down 15, 20%, and they're not hearing from their advisor. Further, the plan's not really working out for them anymore because what worked in the markets 5 years ago and 10 years ago isn't working today.
Right.
Everything's down. Stocks are down 15, 20%. The bond market is down 12-ish%. And what was safe in the past isn't safe today because of this rising interest rate environment that the Fed is putting on us, trying to control inflation. It's affecting everything, including the economy and the stock markets. So what was the solution for them? A comprehensive plan for this next phase of their life. We call it phase 2, a phase 2 retirement plan. We help them with consolidation, risk reduction, tax planning, healthcare planning. They even had some old life insurance policies that they needed to consolidate and put together. They were looking for some health care and some long-term care, and we were able to help them there as well.
So, Abe, if you are a dollar saver, whether or not the markets are going crazy, so many of us love going to find our bargains at Costco. It is a favorite Saturday pastime for a lot of folks. And Costco has actually been one that's been able to weather inflation so far. And one of the reasons that it's been able to do so and hold prices relatively lower is that it deals in volumes. So CEO Craig Jelinek, he was telling CNBC that when it can't obtain that volume, it creates it, beginning with its own plant that produces the $5 rotisserie chicken.
It's a big factory. We produce a lot of our chickens out of there. We produce our own hot dogs. One of the reasons we continue to keep the hot dog at $1.50 is because we manufacture our own hot dogs. So we continue to do vertical integration, and we think it's a way to keep prices down.
So thinking about what you do, the world of retirement planning, vertically integrated means one firm or practice that covers everything from simple advice to portfolio and asset management. Talk about how you play in that role at Abish Financial Services.
Yeah, Heather, we're pretty different than most of the firms in our industry because most of the firms in our industry focus, for the most part, strictly on investments and the money's in the market. So they're investment advisors giving investment advice on the money's in the market. But there's so much more to a comprehensive retirement plan than just your investments. Believe me, because a lot of our clients are asking, hey, Abe and the team, when should I take Social Security?
Yeah.
And hey, Abe and the team, I was told to save money in my 401ks and now I've got $1 million or $2 million, but what if taxes go up?
Right.
And I haven't paid a penny of tax yet. So can you help me with taxes? And Abe and the team, my parents are living in they're 85 years old and I've got long life. I'm concerned with long-term care. I'm concerned with RMDs. I'm concerned with all the things that can affect me in a phase 2 plan. I have the money. I need a comprehensive plan for phase 2. So how we're different is that, the majority of our industry are phase 1 accumulation-based advisors, Heather. We are a phase 2 fiduciary retirement planning firm that only works with people 55 years old and older.
Got it.
Most of our clients are in their 60s. And I'll tell you, I was just at Costco last weekend and Shelley wanted to pick up 2 things, napkins and toilet paper. Now Costco might cost you $50, $60, right?
Yeah.
I came out of Costco with over a $500 bill because a $500 tag because you can't leave Costco with like
just 2 things.
A grocery cart of toilet paper. I mean, you can, but you know what I also picked up? Macaroons, coconut water, keto snack bars, and all these. $500 later, a couple bottles of wine too.
I was going to say they have the best wine selection and some new shoes.
Yeah, exactly. So we're set until the next pandemic, basically. But we recently just had a lady come in who is a Costco executive, and she's had a whole career at Costco, $1 million saved.
Wow.
And she's retiring in the next couple months, and she came to us because she has no plan. And she's got $1 million in her Costco 401k plan, and she's like, Abe and the team, what the heck do I do next, right?
Yeah.
When do I take Social Security? What do I do with this money? I've got Costco stock. I've got these funds. Can I make ends meet if I retire right now? I want to know I'm okay. So for any of you listening right now, if you are darn close to retiring or maybe already there, when I say darn close, I mean 5 years or less away or there, we want to see if your plan, if your monies can stand the test of time right now with inflation, with market volatility. We want to offer you that same inflation analysis and portfolio x-ray. Find out if your portfolio will withstand high inflation, potentially more market loss, and are you prepared for this next transition into your phase 2. If you're 55 and older and have saved $500,000 or more for your retirement, just go to retirementkeyradio.com, click on the Contact Us tab at the top of the page, and we can begin to have these same conversations with you as well.
Thanks for listening to the Retirement Key Podcast with Abe Abish. To learn more about Abish Financial Services, visit retirementkeyradio.com. And join Abe for his radio show, The Retirement Key, Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. on WMAL.
Investment advisory services offered through Abish Financial Wealth Management, LLC, number 310633, a registered investment advisor firm. Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Abraham Abish is licensed in your state, please call 571-577-9968. Abish Financial Services is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Abraham Abish Inc., Virginia license number 131017.